Hey everybody, my name is Christian. I'm just going to be showing you how to play Helm's Deep, make it as chaotic as possible. This also refers to other maps as well. You can do it with any map really. You can't play the maps through the menu here because you're going to need to launch it to the console with the map command. Make sure the console is enabled with options, keyboard, mouse, and allow developer console. The key by default is the tilt key. That's the little squiggly key to the top left of the keyboard, on most keyboards anyway. You can hit that. So for specifically Helm's Deep, you can't do it first. Like you can't come in here and do map Helm's Deep like that first, because it will actually not load. Instead, you actually have to come, and I think there's a better way to do this. I just can't figure it out yet. I think you have to set the game mode like through the console to survival, because I think that's what's happening. It assumes that you're on co-op when you launch, right, like without going into survival, and it crashes the game. So you have to launch a survival lobby for now. There's probably a better solution, like I said, but I'm too tired right now to really dig into it. Anyways, let's just start a random game. Again, this is just temporary. We're just gonna load in and exit.
We might need
and then we're going to disconnect. Now we're gonna do map Helm's Deep, and I'm gonna show you, like, if you do map space, you'll see these are all like the default maps. I don't know, if you start typing out like a couple letters or a few letters, you'll see like custom map names, and I'll show you how to like find the map name, like to the console as well, so you can load like custom maps through the menu like you usually do and find the map name. So I'll just show you real quick since we're about to load in here. If you're in the console in game, it can even be, it doesn't have to be. It can be like loading the map through any, the menu. You open the developer console and you type status, and this will be the Helm's, like the map name. On the file system, it's the name.bsp, it's the BSP file. The default maps, I believe, are all packed in .vpks. I forget how, I think the workshop does something similar. So you won't be able to find them on the file system like you used to, unless if you actually download a BSP, which you can still do. You can still download a BSP and put it on your actual file system in the Left 4 Dead 2 category. Anyways, we're going to play this, and we're going to first set SV cheats, or SV underscore cheats, to 1. You won't be able to do this in regular games because it will tell you specifically you have to launch it in the map mode. So the next thing we're going to do is I made an actual config here. Also, this is Linux, so I know not many people are used to it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna probably have to switch off to Linux soon because of how many issues it's given me with desktop or gaming. I love Linux on servers in my laptop, but for desktop gaming, it's unbearable right now. Anyways, so I made a config file and actually put it in like if you go to your Steam library path and like the file explorer and go to like Steam apps, common, Left 4 Dead 2, Left 4 Dead 2. And then the CFG, you can actually make like CFGs, like you name the file like whatever you want, and then .cfg, and you can actually set convars here. These are basically commands that you can set in the console. So what I'm going to show you here is we can actually execute this config file using EC or exec for execute, and then whatever the file name is. So to confirm that these CVAR values have taken effect, you can use the find command, for example, and then we were just going to do z underscore mob, and you can see that we actually have some of these set to not default now. So one thing I want to mention, I actually recorded another video before this, but I just scratched it because I feel like I don't even think I'm doing a good job here, but I'm trying. Anyways, this Zmod population density, I'm gonna show how effective it can be in crashing your game. At the end here. So what we're doing right now, it's gonna be a little bit more chaotic because we set the spawn max size and the min max size to 1,000, and then we have the recharge rate lower as well. But that density, oh, and we also have the common limit in the config here. Z common limit, that's how many actual infected can be on the map at once. This is like set to 30 by default, so you're definitely going to want to raise this if you want actual something very chaotic. So I have it set to 1,000 right now. Fortunately, setting these CVARs will crash your game. It happened last time too. It happened. Again, I'm going to demonstrate it. But it's really interesting. So just to start off, you'll see that with their current settings, it's not terribly bad, but it is a little bit more chaotic, I will admit. So we're going to see here once it starts. One habit I need to get rid of is I like b-hop all around because I like parkour stuff, and that usually results in me messing up and getting hit down there. So I'm gonna try not doing that this time. Alright, there's like a lot of zombies here, so actually getting pretty hectic already. So yeah, it's already pretty hectic. It's pretty fun. I also want to mention I am on an RTX 3090 Ti with an AMD 9 Ryzen, or I guess AMD Ryzen 9 5900X, which is a 12-core, 24-thread CPU, with 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. I used to have 2, but 1 died recently, unfortunately. Hence why I'm on Linux right now. Anyways, oh, it's actually getting pretty hectic. I'm actually curious if my game's gonna crash this time. But we'll see. It didn't crash when I did it last time with these settings, but you never know. Unfortunately, the source engine is kind of limited when you want things like this chaotic. But who knows? Maybe with like Source 2, we'll be able to do something pretty fun. But I actually started doing this. This was one of the first things I did with the original Left 4 Dead when I got into PC gaming. Fun note is Left 4 Dead is the game that got me into modding and PC gaming in 2009. I was like 10 years old? I don't remember. Because Left 4 Dead was one of my favorite games for a long time. I remember playing the Xbox 360 demo. That's like, I played it from the start, so yeah, doing this back then with like an Intel Core 2 Duo I think I had with 2 cores, it would have crashed immediately. I remember there was only like 60 zombies on the map, and I think I was running at like 5 FPS or something like that, probably even lower. So I'm really happy I can kind of experience more. This is not good. Let me get out of this first. There we go. Alright, so it's pretty chaotic right now, but yeah, I've just had a fun time doing stuff like this, and I plan on making more videos with like mods and stuff on Left 4 Dead 2 and many other games. Yeah, you can see how chaotic this is getting. Now we got many zombies on the map, so I don't want to crash the game. I think what we're trying to play here is don't crash the game. It's not looking good right now. There's a lot of zombies out there, and we're starting to run at 15 FPS. Coach is up, there we go. Crashed. So even with those settings, it crashed. So you're going to have to adjust them. The density setting I was going to show, I set the 1 instead of like 0.006, or I think there's 3 zeros, 64. And within the first 3 seconds of the survival round starting, it crashed. So, yeah, you can play like regular campaigns with that too. And there's like a lot of other settings you can set too. Those, so I would recommend that. And I plan on doing this with mods too. Um, yeah, I just wanted to show you how to, if you wanted to really make something chaotic with like Helm's Deep, for example, that's how you do it. Thank you for watching.